Hi everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I truly hope life is bringing you good moments today. Today's topic is fascinating. We're exploring what I call the secret life of algorithms, and believe it or not, their roots stretch far beyond modern computers. When we hear the word algorithm today, we often think of social media feeds, search engines, or artificial intelligence. But the truth is, algorithms existed thousands of years before electricity or code. An algorithm in its pure form is simply a set of clear instructions to achieve a result. That means even ancient civilizations were using algorithms, but their programming was done with ink, stone, and human memory. The earliest known algorithms come from ancient Mesopotamia around 1800 BC. On clay tablets, Babylonian mathematicians recorded step-by-step methods for solving quadratic equations. These weren't random notes. They were precise sequences that, if followed correctly, always produced the same answer. Even in ancient Egypt, scribes wrote recipe-like sets of instructions for calculating areas, managing grain storage, or dividing labor among workers. To them, mathematics was not abstract. It was a living tool that kept the kingdom running. One of the most famous early algorithms comes from the Greek mathematician Euclid around 300 BC, a method to find the greatest common divisor of two numbers. It's so efficient that computer scientists still use a nearly identical process today. These early systems weren't called algorithms yet. That name would only appear much later, from the Latinized form of a 9th century scholar's name, Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, a Persian polymath in the House of Wisdom in Baghdad. But even before him, humanity's curiosity was already shaping the logic that we now run on silicon chips. Before we move to our today, I want to say that this channel is user-friendly. No offensive content, no misinformation. We explain things with respect, curiosity, and authenticity. From the fields of ancient farmers to the scrolls of royal courts, to the bustling libraries of antiquity, algorithms have been quietly at work, guiding human thought for millennia. As centuries passed, the quiet logic of algorithms began moving from scrolls and clay tablets into mechanical forms. In ancient China, the abacus became a physical tool to carry out arithmetic algorithms. Its beads and rods weren't just counting devices, they embodied sequences of moves that always produced the right calculation if done in the right order. In India, between the 5th and 12th centuries, mathematicians such as Aryabhata and Bhaskara recorded algorithms for astronomy, calendar calculations, and trigonometry. These were more than abstract exercises. They guided navigation, temple construction, and timekeeping. Medieval Islamic scholars expanded this knowledge further. In Baghdad's House of Wisdom, translated Greek, Indian, and Persian works were not just preserved, they were refined, tested, and extended. Al-Khwarizmi's own writings on algebra and arithmetic offered clear, repeatable steps that traders, architects, and astronomers could follow without confusion. By the late Middle Ages, Europe inherited this legacy. Merchants used algorithmic methods for currency conversion long before calculators existed. Ship captains relied on navigational algorithms to chart courses across seas. With nothing but instruments, star maps, and pre-written sequences of measurements, the Renaissance brought new mechanical wonders. Astronomical clocks in cities like Prague were, in essence, giant algorithmic machines executing precise instructions with gears instead of ink. In the 17th century, Blaise Pascal and Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz built early mechanical calculators. These devices could add, subtract, multiply, and even perform complex sequences automatically, a tangible form of algorithm in action. Everywhere in history, algorithms kept one promise. If the instructions were correct and followed exactly, the outcome would be reliable. By the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, These logical sequences were ready for their next leap, to be embedded in machines that could operate without direct human touch. From silent clay tablets to whirring brass gears, the essence remained the same, a set of steps to solve a problem carried out with precision. By the late 18th and early 19th centuries, algorithms began taking forms that looked remarkably close to modern programming. In 1801, Joseph Marie Jacquard invented a loom that used punched cards to control weaving patterns. Each hole or absence of a hole told the loom exactly what to do next, a physical sequence of instructions, an algorithm woven into cloth. This idea inspired later pioneers. In the 1830s, Charles Babbage designed the analytical engine, a mechanical general-purpose computer. It was never fully built in his lifetime, but its design included memory storage, a processing unit, and the ability to follow algorithms written on punched cards. Ada Lovelace, working with Babbage's concepts, described how the machine could be instructed to handle complex operations, even creating what's considered the first published computer algorithm. She saw beyond numbers, imagining machines that could process symbols, music, and logical patterns. By the early 20th century, mechanical and electromechanical systems were executing algorithms in new contexts. Telephone exchanges used step-by-step switching sequences to connect calls. Tabulating machines, like those developed by Herman Hollerith, processed census data using punched cards as input. Mathematicians such as Alan Turing began formalizing what it meant for a process to be computable. Turing's conceptual machine wasn't a physical device, but a framework showing how any problem solvable by logic could be broken into finite, repeatable steps. World War II accelerated the move from theory to practice. Code-breaking machines at Bletchley Park, like the Bombay, used electromechanical algorithms to decipher encrypted messages. Across the Atlantic, the ENIAC became one of the first fully electronic computers, capable of executing thousands of algorithmic instructions per second. These advances transformed algorithms from abstract sequences into the living heartbeat of technology itself. The age of human-only computation was ending. A new chapter where machines could remember, decide, and calculate faster than any person had begun. In our present day, algorithms are everywhere, but they still carry the same ancient DNA of step-by-step logic. From the moment you wake up and check the weather on your phone, to navigating traffic, to the way your favorite songs are suggested, algorithms are guiding each step. Unlike the hand-carved tablets of Babylon or the punched cards of Jacquard's loom, today's algorithms live invisibly in code. They can adapt, learn from patterns, and even generate new instructions based on past outcomes. But the core idea hasn't changed. It's still about taking a problem, breaking it into steps, and following those steps to reach a solution. Modern algorithms power spacecraft navigation, medical imaging, and climate modeling. They filter spam emails, predict disease outbreaks, and simulate entire galaxies. Yet it's worth remembering that no matter how complex they seem, algorithms do not think like humans. They operate within the rules we give them. If the instructions are flawed, the results will be too. A lesson known since ancient scribes warned about copying errors in mathematical tables. The journey from the dusty archives of Mesopotamia to the quantum algorithms of today shows how deeply logic is woven into human progress. We may have traded clay, stone, and brass gears for microchips and cloud servers, but we are still walking the same intellectual path set thousands of years ago. All the information we provide comes from verified historical sources, including books, records, and archaeology. Sources: Robson, Eleanor, Mathematics in Ancient Iraq, A Social History. Princeton University Press, 2008. Ephra, Georges, The Universal History of Numbers, Wiley, 2000. Ogben Lancelot, Mathematics for the Million, W. W. Norton and Company, 93. Turing Allen on computable numbers with an application to the Entscheidungsproblem, 1936. Campbell Kelly Martin et al. Computer, a history of the information machine. Westview Press, 2014. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Thrones of Knowledge. And don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified on time. Suggest our next topic in the comments to help make our journey even better.